Hi, my name is Shawn Howell, and I'm the Director of Children's Ministry here at Harrison United Methodist Church in Pineville, North Carolina. And I am going to lead you in our first Be Awesome Sunday School teacher training. Hope you enjoy. So the first thing I would like for you to think about is, why do you teach? Why do you come to Sunday school every day and teach the kids? Why do you love to teach? I know I love to teach because I like working with kids. I like the fun of preparing the lesson. Yes, I like the fun of preparing the lesson. And I like to see the kids smile and learn and actually be able to take something home with them that they can use during the week. So that's why I teach. And also my spiritual gift is teaching. Be informed. The first part of our training series, Be Awesome, is called Be Informed. And it is very good to be informed. And there are a lot of new things going on at Harrison. As your new children's director, I've put some new things in place, and so is Children's Council. So I would like you to be aware of those things. So the first thing we're going to talk about, the exciting thing we're going to talk about, is the mission moment and Sunday school offering. So we have this great new program that will be happening every fourth Sunday of the month in 2013 this year, called Mission Moment. And at the Mission Moment, the 1st through 5th graders are going to gather in room 106 and hear a speaker from a different mission. And 2 Sundays ago, we had Terry come and talk about the rescue mission to the kids. And he put it in very kid-friendly language and really got them excited to learn that they could serve at the rescue mission by just simply carrying cans to those housed at the rescue mission. And so the kids were very excited to hear how they could be a part of that mission. Now what will happen is, after the 4th Sunday, starting with that Sunday, the 4th Sunday, and the next Sundays after, we will be taking up a Sunday school offering, and the money will be going to the rescue mission. So every teacher has been given a little basket, and you will either have the little heart for the rescue mission symbol, or you'll have, for the younger ones, I thought a picture would be better. So we have a picture of a man praying in kind of a chapel-like setting. And so the kids will come in every morning during Sunday school, and they will put their money in the basket. And what you do is, after you've collected the money, you will put the money in a folder that's provided in your Sunday school folder. You will not leave the money in the basket, and the baskets will go in your Sunday school cabinet so that you will have them. Now every 4th Sunday I will change out the clothespins to reflect the new mission that we will be focusing on. But I will do that, so you don't have to worry about that. And you'll just need to get your basket out every Sunday morning, collect money, put the money in the envelope that's in your Sunday school folder, and Miss Sherry will make sure that money gets back to me, and I will make sure it gets to the rescue mission. And we will tally up and figure out how much we've collected over the months for these different missions. So it'll be kind of fun to see how much we have raised for the missions. Another really fun thing is, because the preschoolers don't get to participate in the missions moments, because some of the material, some of the topics that are covered might be a little uneasy for the preschoolers. So we have come up with a way that the preschoolers can still learn about the mission moment. So this month we had cute little color sheets that went around, and you can see that it has a picture of a soup kitchen on here for to represent the rescue mission. And the teachers were encouraged the kids to color the pictures, and they can take these home if they want. And then they were provided with a cute little kid-friendly blurb about what the rescue mission is, so they could explain it to the kids, they can understand. We really want these kids to get on board and excited and fired up for the missions, and get them really connected and plugged in as best we can through learning about how they can help out and through just learning what the different missions are. So the next in our Be Informed segment I would like to talk about is the new evacuation procedure. And our preschool department already has an evacuation procedure in place. But for the church, and especially the Sunday school classes in Inkwell, we haven't really had a way to get the kids out of the building if there was a fire or an emergency situation where we need to evacuate everybody. So we will be following the preschool's example and their evacuation policy. So in every room there are these cute little signs that say Harrison Preschool Evacuation, or in Building 100 they'll say Harrison Fire Evacuation Plan, and it shows you depending on what room you're in. So if you can see, if you're in room 205 and the fire alarm goes off or we need to get everybody out, you're going to follow your arrow straight out, down through, and it shows you which door to go out. And everybody will be meeting way over here. And this is next to the cemetery. There's a grassy area. And so we will be taking the kids out to this grassy area in front of the cemetery to meet, so that parents will no longer rush to the Sunday school classrooms to get their children. They will know to just meet at that grassy area in front of the cemetery. So everybody will be evacuating that way. And these signs will be going up in those classrooms that don't have the signs as well. So when you evacuate, you're going to want to take your Sunday school binder with you, because that has your sign-in sheets. It tells you which kids are in your class, so that when you get out to the grassy area, you can take attendance and make sure that you have all the kids that you need to have. So I have started a blog. I've finally gotten on the blog bandwagon, and my blog is Ephesians320inkblot.wordpress.com. So that's EPH320 inkblot.wordpress.com. Be awesome. How can we be awesome in the children's ministry department? How can we be the best that we can be to provide the best spiritual education, theology for our children and their families? How can we be the best that we can be? We can be awesome. So one way to be awesome is to provide a very good first impression to the visitors and people we don't know. We have a lot of visitors who come through the Harrison Church building, and a lot of times there's so many of us that we have trouble figuring out who's a visitor, who isn't. So it's always good to ask a person's name and figure out what it is and who they are. So another good way is sometimes it's hard to figure out if a person is approachable or not. So you can learn to read their body language. And I have this nifty little book. It's called How to Wow Your Church Guest. And it has 101 ways to make a good first impression, and it's by Mark Waltz. Not everyone wants to shake hands, and especially when there's people like me coughing in the hallways and have had the flu, you might not want to shake hands, and other people might not want to shake hands with you. So church people usually want to shake hands, but a lot of new people, when they come and visit a church, they might not necessarily want to shake your hand, but they do like a hello, how are you doing, can I help show you around, that kind of thing. So sometimes if you read their body language, you can determine what kind of greeting to give them. So I'm going to read from this book a little bit on the different ways that you can kind of assess a visitor's body language. The first one is if you see somebody, their both hands are buried deep in their pockets. and this is an indication that they do not want to shake your hand. But they still might want a friendly, hello, how are you? So if you see somebody step into the lobby or come into our front doors or into the children's department, they're kind of looking around, curious, not really sure, kind of assessing the situation. They're most likely new. And so you'd want to approach them with a friendly, personal introduction and a handshake. So if you see somebody that's really into their Harrison Weekly newsletter that's given out every Sunday, they've got their nose all in it, and they're really going through it detailed. Now, we all love to look at the Harrison newsletter. We know how important it is, but usually it's a good sign that that person's a visitor if they've been flipping through that newsletter for a really long time. Yes, I know we have a lot of information in it, but a visitors a lot of times are going to be looking for all the information they can get to assess the new church situation that they're in. So this is a good opportunity to approach them and connect and ask how you can help, how if you can point them in a certain direction. So make instant assessments when you see somebody you don't know. If your guest or the person you don't know is communicating, leave me alone by their posture and their body language, then listen. Listen and respect that distance that they have put aside. Because a lot of people are introverts and just really want to approach you first or want to assess the situation before they get that friendly handshake out there. Otherwise, if you are reading positive body language, please extend a personal welcome and make them feel welcome here at Harrison. Our final segment for today's Be Awesome training is called Be Prepared. It's very important for a Sunday school teacher to be prepared. Be prepared to show up on time. We start Sunday school at 9:15. It's a good idea to be here at 9 because parents like to drop off their children before the service starts. And sometimes they will be late, but most parents, and especially new people, are going to try and come before 9:15 to drop off their kids. And if there's nobody in the classroom, then it looks very bad to a first-time visitor when they drop them off and there's no teacher in the classroom. They're most likely not going to come back. So the first step in being prepared is being on time. And I know sometimes our services run over, but another good first impression and way to be prepared is to have a few extra little activities off to the side for when the services do run over so that you can still entertain the kids and not feel anxious to leave the classroom. We have a wonderful resource room that has lots of crafts and supplies in it, and of course you can always come to me to ask for additional supplies or additional ideas to go along with your lesson. So being prepared, we're getting ready to start the new spring curriculum, and we are on 2 separate curriculums. The preschool is doing the Buzz, and the elementary is doing the Grow. And in our training for Sunday, the teachers that were present for the training divided up their curriculum. So if you haven't done that already, it's a good time when you first get the curriculum. It comes all together, it's all mixed, meshed up in order, and you have to pull it apart and separate it. And that's kind of a good time to just delve into your lessons and see where it's going ahead and looking at the resources that you're going to need. So please, as you're looking at your materials, let me know what resources you need that may not be in the resource room. And if you're interested in helping out with gathering resources or organizing the resource room, I certainly could use the help. So I hope that you enjoyed this first Be Awesome training video. Look forward to quarterly training sessions and these Be Awesome training videos.